I totally forgot about the G1 Starscream in Beast Wars.
And they should have changed the Autobot symbol to a pumpkin. And it is one of the weirdest things I ever have seen. It is like white. So I'm assuming this is just the Savior.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it's funny. This comes up right after I said I'm really not connected with Nova Prime.
Last, we've got this. This is Studio Cell's Overmind.
Hey, welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I am Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And we are back with another round of news as we count down to TFCon Orlando. And with that countdown, we're a few subscribers short of hitting our goal for 500 subscribers by TFCon. So please go ahead and subscribe. And now the news.
Yes, so let's get into some leaks. And Takara has a big leak problem. They got to get some patches for their boat because even more has been shown. So we got more premium decos, sets. We've got the Nemesis Bridge 3-pack with Megatron. I think that's Soundwave, not Sound Blaster, and Shockwave. It's very dark. And then the second one is a Beast Wars set, even though there's a G1 figure in it. And that is the Beast Wars Versus Series Starscream and Waspinator. If you remember in Beast Wars, Starscream Ghost possesses Waspinator. So that's pretty cool. And it is a clear Starscream. What do you think about these sets?
I totally forgot about the G1 Starscream in Beast Wars. And so I actually like that set. I don't think I have a clear Starscream.
In chug scale?
In chug scale, rather. That might be a buy for me.
Wow.
I know. Can't believe it. And the Megatron sound, I know it does, I'm assuming it's Soundwave, but it does look dark.
They said it's Soundwave, but it looks really, really dark.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I have those, so I mean, granted they have the prime paint probably, but I can pass on that. It looks like it comes with the throne too. That's pretty cool.
It does, yeah. So it is pretty cool. They're actually really cool sets. I just don't need them. So the clear Starscream's really cool, and that Waspinator, they already released Waspinator in one of the 2-packs, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought they did too, but
we went through a lot of them, so I don't remember if we've seen Waspinator or not. And if they did, I want to know the differences between the two.
Well, I can say this: out of all the sets we've reviewed, and I might be biased here, to me these are the 2 best sets so far.
Well, the premium deco Decepticons isn't part of the Beast Wars Versus series, so it makes me interested to see if they're going to start doing more of these sets with maybe set pieces, you know, of maybe the Arc or something like that.
But didn't they I thought they did a Prime a better version of Optimus Prime. I think that was like the first one that they did.
Was that a premium? It was the Siege ones for the TV show. Were those still premium? Okay, maybe that's the same line. I don't know, honestly. I saw the price on those, and they're $50 for a Voyager, and I didn't look back. So, yeah. Well, let's get out of these leaks, and let's get into what's just announced. Only one thing that is official, and that is Super 7 has a reaction figure, which is a Halloween Optimus Prime. And I wanted this when I saw the first picture with the purple, and then I saw the box, and the box is all orange, and I'm like, never mind. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays, so I wouldn't mind getting this. But they should have made the box purple around the outside to really bring it home with the orange Prime, with that contrast. And they should have changed the Autobot symbol to a pumpkin.
I can see the purple or just the darker background would have looked a lot better. It would have made the I'm assuming that's Cybertron. It would have made it pop more. It definitely would have made the orange Optimus look good, or whatever we're gonna call him, Bodega.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so I actually think it looks good, and I assumed you would be in on this, being that I know Halloween is like one of your favorite, if not your favorite, holiday.
Yeah, no, and I was gonna get it, but I would only get it in the packaging. and it would never come out of the packaging and it would be on the wall.
Yeah.
But the packaging was very underwhelming to me, and hopefully maybe one of the third parties will see this, and Magic Square will make their MP one in these colors, because I would probably buy that in a heartbeat, even though I think it needs more purple. But I would still get it in a heartbeat.
I thought when you said Magic Square, I thought you were talking about a Legend size.
No, that's one of the only I think that is actually the only G1 Prime mold I have is the Magic Square one. So apples to apples.
Got it.
So yeah, it looks good though.
Yeah.
So next we have this guy. So this is X-Transbots. I forgot the name of this figure offhand, but it is the Shattered Glass version of Inferno. Now, I remember when we were talking about the Legends color of this, you really liked it. Oh, it's Dante. This is the Shattered Glass version of Dante. And you really liked the Shattered Glass versions of the Legends figure. And you said, if that comes out at MP, I'm going to buy it. Are you going to be picking this up?
Was it the same color, though?
This one doesn't seem as vibrant.
It does not seem as vibrant.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if it was the same color. Regardless, I'm going to pick it up. But it's not this. I think the Legends one looked better, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that was so long ago. But this is, again, this is one of my favorite molds. So I think they're trying to get me like New Age did with the Omega Supremes and just come out with all these different colors. So last week we talked about the Rodimus kind of and Nemesis versions of these, and those are a buy. Now this looks like I'm gonna have 7 of these now.
Well, you can have a shelf of these on their own. This does look good, but I think that it's still a 3D model. Maybe it doesn't look like the other one did, but I will be passing on this. If I had a bigger Shattered Glass Masterpiece collection, I would get it, but they're not my favorite colors to begin with. But it doesn't look bad.
I think this is probably the worst one of them all. I think, or second to worst out of the 7, but I don't know. Maybe it'll look better. I think the yellow and the green just contrast a little bit too much for my liking, even though I'm going to pick it up.
And for a Shattered Glass character, I think that's fine, but it won't make its way into my collection. Next, we've got this. So this is a New Ages teaser for Hammond. Now, who do you think this is?
So initially, I was thinking Dinobots because they just came out with Dinobots, but then it dawned on me, if you flip those numbers around, I believe those are the numbers on Wheeljack, which would make sense since Wheeljack made the Dinobots. So that's what I'm thinking it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think it is. I'm not sure what Hammond is, but maybe it's a race car driver or something like that. I don't know. But that's what I caught by looking at the numbers.
Yeah, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Next, we've got this. So this is Collector's Crafts, and they actually did stands for the Arc and the Nemesis. So it's a wood baseboard, and then it has a plastic part that you could swivel in any places. And they also did the bridges going across, as you can see. So this makes a really cool display. Yeah. Get it if you want it.
There's no excitement there at all in your voice.
No, well, I know you got some. And I've seen the ones you got, and honestly, the ones you got, I think, look better than this.
I agree.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I do really like the ones I just picked up. No shade on Collector's Craft because I love what he does as well. I do want those Energon links to the ships now. I am missing that, so I will probably be picking those up. Hopefully he's at TFCon. That would be really cool because there's some other things I want to pick up from him. But I will be passing on these stands as I have some others that I like a bit more. Even though these are more, you're able to do more with these, like they swivel and they can go into launching. That would have been really cool. but in terms of the bases I have look better in my opinion.
Yeah, mine too. Okay, let's get into something a little different. So Arch-cor, which we talked about on the show before, has this weird, I don't know, it's a transformer, I guess. So it is a knight, and it turns into like a catapult and a tower with a crossbow. So if these are the same size, the little figures, as the other ones, about 3 centimeters, they estimate this is going to be about 22 to 24 centimeters tall. So what do you think about this?
This should be something that you're all in for. I like it. It's very different, very creative. Not sure where it would fit in my collection besides just being a transforming thing. I would potentially be in on this. I would hopefully that they do more so I could have more of a castle feel. I mean, there were some episodes in G1 where they went back in time and there was knights and stuff like that. So that would have been kind of cool to play along with that. But it looks good. I love the flags on the arms, so it looks good though.
It's funny that you say they should make more because they also showed off this, which is 3 dragons and the tower that combine into one. Now, this is the one that, if it is the right size, I would totally get, and I'd be all in on. I like weird transformers that combine, and this just looks like fun, which is something that I'm lacking in Hasbro's offerings recently. So I would totally be picking this up. I love the 3 combiner gimmick. It's really unique. And if it is, like they said, 22 to 24 centimeters, I would totally be in on this.
I think I might be sold.
Yeah.
I would get both.
Yeah, honestly, if they come out the right size and these aren't like legend scale, I'll be picking these up.
Yeah, that's really cool. Very, very. I give them kudos. Very original and cool idea.
Well, let's move on from these interesting figures to something a little different, or is it more of the same?
Uh-oh.
And that's this thing. This is Iron Romance Workshop's Sila, and it is one of the weirdest things I ever have seen. It is like, first it's like a demon robot with like tentacles and stuff, and it turns into this like, I guess it's for, I saw somebody reference it's from Castlevania or a video game, and it's like this multiple-headed creature with tentacles and has a beautiful woman on top commanding them. This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
This is this is all you right here.
Actually, it's not, because it's legend scale, so I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out as well. What's bothering me is, so I see the 3 wolf heads, let's call it, but then I guess those are maybe dragons or something underneath, and they look terrible. Like the wolf heads look really good, but then the other thing with the horn underneath looks terrible. So that's what's throwing me on it. Like if it looked better, that for those heads, I might sway a little bit more, but I want to see this in color.
I do too. I think it'll be easier to see, but as you can see in the thing, it says it's 10 centimeters tall. So this thing is tiny. So I'm out. Yeah. Honestly, even if it was bigger, I don't know if I'd be picking it up. I wouldn't know if I wanted to shell the money out for something like this.
Yeah, if the heads, like I said, whatever those, I would just assume dragons or whatever. If those looked better in a masterpiece scale, I'd be on more inclined to go down that road of picking this up. But if this was the way it looks now in masterpiece scale, I would be out.
Yeah, makes sense. Next, we've got more add-on parts, and Iron Romance. Oh, excuse me. Funbee Studios is doing the Nova Prime wings. So I think this was my main complaint with that Amazon Nova Prime was the wings were really dinky. And these look a lot better. It wouldn't sway me even if it came with these wings, though.
Well, I believe these are prototypes, and they're gonna probably come out with the real ones soon. So I'm curious to see what they'll look like. I don't have a connection to Nova Prime, so I don't see myself picking that up, and I don't have a 3D printer yet.
Exactly. Speaking of prototypes, we've got from Fans Hobby new prototype parts. People were saying these are Double Evil's new Power Masters, so I don't know if he came with any when you got him. The Overlord.
Yeah, no. I think these are like replacement parts for like his chest and stuff and things.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So I think they had a set that it was like a little upgrade set that you can change some things. So I think these are either additional or different. I didn't pick up the upgrade set, so I don't remember what they look like, but I believe that's what these are.
Yep. Well, people online were saying they hope that Fans Hobby would sell these separately so they wouldn't have to buy another Double Evil, but time will tell.
Yeah.
Next, we've got some more Nova Prime goodness. So TFC did show off that they were doing this. We both talked about it, and we thought it was going to be in white, and it is. So what do you think about this? This is their Dark Savior repainted in white. So I'm assuming this is just the Savior.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it's funny. This comes up right after I said I'm really not connected with Nova Prime. So I will be picking this up.
Oh.
And it's mainly because I love what TFC did with these figures. So I will be picking up both of these. So it'll be night and day is what I'm going to call them, I think.
Well, that's very simple names.
Exactly.
So I really like this too. I really like the yellow and the white. It really looks like an angel. I don't know if you remember Digimon, but there was like Angelmon and all that stuff. That's what this reminds me of, the color wise. And I think I might be picking this up, honestly. I don't know yet. We've talked about it before. This is one of my favorite molds, third-party molds of all time. I just have so much fun with it. So we'll see.
No, actually, when I said night and day, I was joking, but I was really thinking about Angel as well. It made me think of X-Men and Angel and Dark Angel. So yeah, I will be picking this up as well. I can't wait for them. I don't know when they're expected to be released, but it's getting interesting.
It definitely is. And last, we've got this. This is Studio Cell's Overmind. So they are doing another Unicron, and this time in black, orange, and purple. It's supposed to be an homage to the Energon Unicron, which is the one I wanted. But what do you think about this guy?
Why are they going to do this to me? I love this color. And I have the original. I missed out on the pumpkin, which I'm mad at myself for. And I was like, I should have picked it up. And then they show this. Oh. Hey, Wallet, I need your support again. Yeah, this is going in the collection. And I'm still looking for the pumpkin.
Well, I think you had a chance at TFCon in LA, so maybe you'll have
bringing that up. Stop bringing up old stuff.
So I think this does look good, but I am out on it. Not because of the cost, but because it doesn't have this green. It looks horrible. I need that green that this original figure had on this for me to pick it up. And it does not have it. And I'm very disappointed, and they will not be getting my money for making a thing that isn't a little bit accurate, because that green is the best part of this figure.
You, sir, are on your own between the two of us.
That's fine. I'll be saving my money, and maybe they'll come out, like Pumpkin and the original one were barely any different in color. So maybe they'll come out with Over Pumpkin, and it'll have a little bit of green on it because it grew in the field for a little bit.
Well, you know what? Oh, go continue.
Yeah, so I was going to say that's the only way I'll pick this up. I saw this, and I was very, very disappointed because I was waiting for this color scheme, and then they messed it up big time. The most distinguishing feature about this is that bluish green color, and they just left it off.
I'm so glad they left it off.
And that's the only reason why this looks good. I mean, they also added random purple on it. The original one has no purple. So I don't think it's a homage, but they completely changed it. So I'm out.
I absolutely love it. Now, with that being said, though, this makes me think that they'll probably come out with the one that you're looking for, or a green one, just a green one.
I would because there was a green lucky draw one as well, but I'll be out on that too. The only way I will get this figure is if it looks like this toy.
Oh, I am so in on this, and gosh, these letters, O1 SO1E, pretty soon they're gonna be like, O1 SO1W, and I'm gonna be like, yep, I got that one too. Here we go with the Optimus Prime. The Omega Supremes again.
Yeah, pretty much, but you'll have Unicrons and it'll be double the price.
Oh God.
So, let's get into some updates. And the first thing, let's update you on Thundertron. So now the alt mode. Oh, this is from in-hand images from Mark Clonus. He didn't have much to say that was constructive on this figure, just that he liked doing it and that he was going to put barnacles on it, but he decided not to. I would have been kind of cool, but I don't see them doing that at Hasbro's budget. But this lion mode does look better than it originally did. What do you think about it?
This pick makes it look worthwhile, honestly. The gold or the bronze feet look really, really good. The blue looks really, really good. I need his camera. But in this, it looks good. It actually makes me want it.
Yeah. I will say I hate the gray part that's right behind the blue on his back. I feel like that gray should have been blue or something. It really messes this whole figure up for me personally. And here it is in bot mode. So the part I'm talking about is like behind his butt. It's a butt flap. I hate these shoulder pads. They are so big and so bad. And that sword also looks so cheap without it having some sort of color on it. It looks, But other than that, I think this figure looks okay. I will not be picking it up because of my complaints, though.
I will not be picking it up. I don't think these pictures are selling me enough. I definitely don't like the peg leg. I would definitely not be doing that.
Yeah, but that's one thing I do agree with you when you talk about Too Human. They could just build themselves a new foot. So that's one thing that I'm like, I get it. He's a pirate, but he wouldn't have that.
Yeah. I just, I think that's why I wouldn't have liked the barnacles, or whatever. When I think if I'm going to play this out as a pirate, I would be thinking like just your, kind of a thief or so like a space pirate or something like that. Like, I don't want you to come with a bird and to have a peg leg or a hook hand or something like that. Stop it. I just want, what you do, you plunder and loot and stuff like that. And you're that kind of pirate. I can understand that better.
Yeah, no, I get you. Honestly, with this figure, I was thinking about it, except for those shoulder pads. They throw off the whole thing for me. They're way too big. And that was my first thing when I saw it. I also don't like the head sculpt. This is one of the few that I did not like.
I mean, he worked out with Ultra Magnus and it was, shoulder day.
I guess so. He got muscles on his shoulder pads. Next, there was Shanghai Wonder Festival 2023. So let's talk about the official stuff, and then later on we'll talk about all of the third-party stuff. So Trumpeter showed off some kits of Optimus Prime, Thrust, and Skywarp. So get them if you want them. I don't think we need to spend too much time on them. We've already talked about these in the past. Next, they showed off these chibi kits for the movie. We've got Optimus, Bumblebee, and Soundwave. They're cute. I wouldn't hate picking up the Soundwave, but I still wouldn't be getting it. I mean, it would have to be like $4.99 for me to pick it up. And then I might pick it up.
Soundwave is cute. The Optimus is cute. I'd pass on the Bumblebee because I don't like that head.
Yeah, me too. So they also showed off a Dropkick and another Bumblebee. So they're really going hard into these movie figures. The Dropkick does look good, but with a figure we're going to be talking about in a little bit, gives me hope that we're going to get a third-party version that actually transforms.
I'd skip on both of these.
YOLO Park showed off some stuff, and we've got the AMK series, Megatron and Optimus, which we talked about in like 6 or 7 different videos. And then they also showed off that they will be doing a Starscream. I hate the wings on that Starscream. They're way too round.
They're way too what?
Round.
Oh.
Like, I feel like they need to be pointy to be Starscream.
I'm okay with them. I actually like all 3 of these so far. They did a really great job, and I probably would pick them up if they transformed, as I've said probably throughout this.
Next, we've got Cheetor and Rhinox. I think this is the first time we've seen that Rhinox. Cheetor, they also showed off a gallery of different prototype images. I think this one picture is good enough. I actually like the way the Cheetor looks. If it transformed and was maybe as a different character like Cataclysm or, you know, somebody else than Cheetor, I might actually pick it up, you know, but that's going into repaint territory, which they won't do. But they look fine for what they are.
Honestly, the Cheetor looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
That's probably why I like it.
Yep, it looks like a you know, a ninja.
Cyrax. It literally looks like Cyrax.
Cyrax.
Give it a different head, and it could be Cyrax.
Yep. And that Rhinox, I think I said it before, but it looks like one of the characters off of 300 in the face.
Yes, and it didn't even transform, so I don't know why they're making this figure in the movie. Didn't transform in the movie.
Not good.
Sorry, too fast. So they also showed off the AMK series Night Optimus Prime from the last night. It looks fine for what it is.
I like the fingers.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. So at Toy Fair, that was another thing that was coming out. This is going to be a long episode with all of these fairs that came out. They showed off all their whole line of these mini like model kits. I picked 3 that I wanted to talk about. Starscream looks good. Soundwave looks good. Grimlock looks like a sad puppy dog.
He really does. I feel like I need to give him a treat.
I know, right? He needs a hug.
Snack.
But they all look fine for what they are.
Yeah. Soundwave looks like I don't know what we're doing here.
Exactly. And then Roboson at Toy Fair also showed off their Optimus Prime that doesn't transform. And I guess they're doing a Buzz Lightyear. And I feel like I could talk more about the Buzz Lightyear than the Optimus Prime, honestly, because didn't that movie flop? So I don't know why they're making a robot Buzz Lightyear, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so it looks fine for what it is.
I've seen advertisements for the Buzz Lightyear for a while now.
Okay, see, I'm not even in that, so I don't know. 3-0 showed off their Prime and Megatron. Before you shake your head, let's take a step back and say that these actually look good as action figures with what movie they're trying to reference. They actually did a great job capturing all the little details.
Oh, I agree. You know, they look just like the movie characters, and that's why I'm shaking my head, because I just do not like the way the movie characters look. But I mean, correlating them to what they look like, they're on screen. They resemble them. That's
yeah, they do.
Pretty much all I gotta say.
Okay, well, let's move on to this guy. So this is Masterpiece MBG05, so we're already 5 in. Trainbot Sizen. This is the official picture on the side, and they showed off some of the in-hand images as well. What do you think of this bot mode?
So the first picture, it looks, you know, okay. You can tell there's some kibble behind his arms and stuff like that. The second picture, oh my god, it looks like he's growing city towers out of his back. I mean, those things look humongous. Is that like Metroplex's tower from G1? I don't know. So again, the Moon Studios crushed these to me. This was, again, an easy pass.
Well, what I wanted to also bring up is look how small it looks like next to that Voyager twin cast.
Yeah.
How are these Masterpiece figures if it's the same size as that?
I literally think it was in name alone, and maybe complexity of transformation, but definitely not in size, because this is.
I was gonna say maybe the complexity, but these are tiny. Yeah. And I picked the best and the worst pictures for this one. We've got the best thing of this figure, which is that alt mode. It does look very, very nice. And the worst thing is that kibble. Like you said, he's growing a city on his back.
Yeah, I mean, that's bad. And there's just that. I mean, it'd be one thing if it pegged in, but just seeing how the space in between his back and that backpack, I guess, I just don't like it. This is so disappointing, because I was literally going to buy both sets.
Yeah, I don't understand it, to be quite honest with you, how these turned out the way they did. But here is the whole team. Do you have any other thoughts on these guys?
No. Well, this is 5 of the 6.
5 of the 6, yes. So we're only waiting on one more before they can combine.
Yeah, this is...
So, I mean, you look at every single one of these figures, and each of them have a problem with it. The green one, the legs look really bad. The one we just talked about, the tan one, it has a big backpack. The blue one in the center is the best looking one, if you ask me. The green one has a backpack and is the same as the tan one. And that blue one, I don't know what's going on with its chest, but it's way too far out.
He worked out with Magnus as well.
And they all got a different part of the workout. I'm very happy to people that are happy with these guys. I think the alt modes are great. I hope the transformation is fun and it gives you a reason to fiddle with these things.
Yeah. Again, if these went on a deep clearance, I would pick them up and keep them in alt mode, because they look great in alt mode. Absolutely great in alt mode. And I agree with you. The blue and white one in the center looks the best to me.
Yeah. Okay, next we've got in-hand images of the Beast Wars Versus series of Rhinox and Scorponok. And what's cool is whoever took these pictures actually took side-by-sides with the original, so we could see the differences between. So they're quite different, but honestly, I like the original one's colors better. I know it's probably not show accurate, but I like the original ones better, besides the fact that I like the pink gum around the teeth. I think that's a cool little detail.
Looks more realistic. Yeah.
Next, we've got Scorponok. It's slightly different, but I know you still don't like this one.
I actually like the new version better.
It does look better. I
like the breakup of the purple with the silver accents and the gray. So I do like that better. The head looks a little bit better. So yeah, I like that one better.
Yeah. What I like is the box. This really reminds me of going on TF Wiki back in the day and looking at the old packaging for the Japanese Beast Wars, which had the coolest packaging. So I really like that. Again, I think we've talked about it on the show before. If they didn't come out with the original ones, I would have picked this one up in the heartbeat. Or if they came out side by side, I'd be picking these ones up. But I already have both of them, so I don't need them.
You know, I really think they're trying to attract people that spend on stuff that is a slight upgrade. And I sometimes fit in that category, but not on these. So yeah, I'll be passing on this.
Yeah, me too. So let's talk about something completely different that transforms, but isn't a transformer. So we've got the Heat Boys TMNT Transformable Leonardo. So I guess there was a turtle van. I can't remember the name of it, but that did transform. And I guess this is the updated version. I've seen a few of the Heat Boys turtle mechs before, and they actually look really good. I just have no connection to them. Will you be picking this one up maybe on your pop culture shelf when they eventually release a kit transformer and your studio, what are those called? The studio monsters and all that stuff.
I don't know. I used to, so as a kid, I collected Transformers first, Masks second, Turtles third. So I do have a slight connection to Turtles. I don't really like the way the van looks. I think it's cool that Leonardo, or I guess a turtle, fits inside, so it's kind of the, hey, we built this. I think it would have been cool for Donatello to do it, since he's more of the brains, and he would more than likely build something like that. But that's kind of cool. I do think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I do think it's cool too. I don't really like the alt mode though. I think it looks kind of, at first glance, it looks like a Lego.
It does.
With all the different parts. That's the first thing that I thought of. And it doesn't look like a van. It looks like it has a cab and then a back. You see that? I don't know. But obviously they focused on the robot mode, which does look great, even though it's obscured. So I could see a lot of people being very, very happy with this.
Yeah, I think I'll pass, but if I see it if I see it at a con or something like that, maybe. And I have to see how big it is.
I think it would be way out of your price point for something like this. Next, we've got Iron Factory's Akasaka fire truck. It looks fine for what it is. We've talked about this in the past. Anything you need to say about this?
It actually looks like Ironhide. Like the alt mode looks like Ironhide as a fire truck, or Ironhide with a ladder on top. That's what it looks like.
It does. It does.
So that's about it. I'll be passing on this.
Will you be passing on this, though? This is Fans Hobbies Jetfire.
No. I think it's growing on me.
It looks really good in this mold.
It looks really good.
Doesn't it? And I think with this painted, I might have to buy the Jetfire version. I'm not going to lie. We talked about it on, I think it was the last episode, on how it would go off, and it still goes off to this day. So I have that nostalgic connection with this. I'm waiting to see what it looks like in robot mode, but I might just have to pick this up too. Not wait for the repaint.
The robot mode is always the part that I didn't like the robot mode.
Yeah, he's just a chunky boy.
Yeah, but this, oh goodness. Yeah, sign me up.
Okay, well, let's sign him up for that while we go on to this. So this is Medigate's G05 Red Fantasy. This thing looks great. Now, point all you want at me. Medigate has some really affordable figures, and I want Shatter. It's voiced by Angela Bassett, who I really enjoy. She's a great actress. I like that it's a weird triple changer, and we're never going to see this thing in a G1. I already said in previous episodes I'm picking this up, so I don't know why you're looking at me like
that. I'm just making sure there wasn't a butt coming or something like that.
No, I mean, the only thing is it might price me out. If Medigate decides to raise the prices and this is $200, $250, I ain't paying that much. But if it's, like their Pterosaur or the Drift that was like $100, $120, I'll be in on this. Okay. Especially if they make the drop kick to go with it. Eventually.
Okay. I'm out.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Yeah. But I would rather this be more of a G1-ified version, but I'll take what I can get. And this is what Legacy should do. Legacy should take one of these figures, him or Dropkick, and turn it into a G1 figure. That's what Legacy should be. But instead, they're doing whatever they want. And they're giving us animated figures. So let's move on to this. This is Pengu Toys. Pengu Toys Commander. Now, you buying this guy?
So initially, I said no. Then I started to think about it, and I was like, "Well, maybe if I'm trying to do a prime shelf." And then I was like, "No, the thing is humongous." So now I don't know. I have to see the price. I have to really think about it, and because unless she's really small, which I don't think she is, that thing's big.
So viewers, when Bobby says he's going to think about it and he lists reasons, that means he's going to pick it up. Just like the Jetfire we just talked about, maybe, 5 minutes ago. So expect to see this in his collection.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? We've moved past that.
Yeah, this does look good for what it is. I'll be interested to see what it looks like, and how many repaints they come out with.
Oh, that's open up a whole
can of worms, right?
Whoa. Okay.
You could literally get like 10 figures out of this if you really wanted to.
Okay.
That'd look good on a shelf though, but let's move on. So at that the Shanghai Wonder Festival, Toys Easy's also showed off a lot on their boat figures. So this is one of the last remaining figures. In my opinion, it looks just like the other figures. And let's go to the next one. They have the last figure as a block type of prototype, which looks really funky, but it's a very unique ship with all the, where it's
cargo ship or something like that.
Yeah, or vehicles. I don't know. It looks really cool. And lastly, they showed off the final ship, which is going to be huge if that's what it turns into, on the bottom of where the combiner is, which I think it is. And there's the combine mode. So do you want me to tear this apart, or do you want to gush about it first?
You tear it apart first. Go ahead. Do your work.
So I don't like this combine mode because it gains nothing from it. It looks like every one of the other figures. There is nothing unique about this combine mode than the figure standing. The figure standing right next to it looks more unique than this combine mode. And a combine mode should be the utmost best part of a combiner. And this fails in that, in my opinion. It looks nice. It has good proportions. I just wanted more. They should have made the limbs slightly of a different color to make it a little bit more unique, because this is very, very boring, in my opinion. I'm glad I'm out on this, but I'm happy to everybody that wants it. It just doesn't... There's no wow factor to me.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
This looks so much better than what I thought it was going to be. I was really, really worried that it was going to be really, really skinny like G1 Superion. And, because the legs were really thin. The proportions on this look amazing. And to the point of it looking like the guy next to him, that's good. Because usually with combiners in particular, sometimes they look really off. Either the chest is too big, the arms are too long, or
the chest is too big and the waist is too small.
This looks similar to the character that he's standing next to. I mean, I think it's fine. I actually think it looks really good, and it's solid. It looks solid, which is one of the things that I was really looking forward to. So the ships. First off, let's look at that aircraft carrier. That looks amazing. So that being the chest and I'm assuming head, I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I'm still in on this. I just hope that they continue to improve on each limb as they've done. The first one was horrible. We both agree on that. The second one was a little bit better. The third one, which was the samurai ship, which I still don't like samurais. That thing was amazing. I'm so happy that this came out looking the way it did, because I was very, very skeptical initially. It looks good. I think it'll have a great presence on the shelf. I do agree that they could have added some more colors to, kind of differentiate the different bots. But I think that that on the flip side, they're also saying that, hey, when they combine, they all, kind of form its own unique presence. And so that's why there's not a lot of color changes. I like it.
Okay, well, I'm glad you do, because I'm glad I didn't spend $700 plus on this figure.
Don't remind me how much it costs. That's not nice.
That's not part of the show. Okay, well, let's move on to a Toys Easy figure that I'm actually interested in, and that is this tank. This looks really cool. I really like this. I think it looks great, and the bot mode, the tank mode, it looks really cool. So I think I might be picking this one up. Especially now that you also say that they've improved. So that's always a positive.
Yes, I have a pre-order in for this as well.
There you go. So I'm looking forward to seeing this more. I don't have a pre-order in. I'm still weary about these guys. So I'm going to let you get it, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I'm in for it. And I like how the barrel of the tank can go on his hand, and that's something we don't see with tanks. Usually it's something that's always a backpack for figures that are tanks. So this is pretty cool that you can do that.
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like a car antenna on his hand, but I can see that. So next we've got this coming out of left field. I guess this is the Cyber Universe Devastator. I don't know what's going on with this. I remember you said, "Oh, that's the figure that we're going to talk about next," and I'm like, "No, it's not." This is the weirdest thing, and if it is like $50, I might pick it up because I don't think it's going to be, but this is weird looking.
When I saw this picture and I shared it with you, I assumed it was the previous one because we saw the Studio Cell one, because we saw that one very recently, and I just assumed that there's not going to be yet another Devastator out on the market, and lo and behold. So a couple of things that I do like about this: the Mixmaster looks good. Typically the Mixmaster has been a vehicle that has the front, I can't think of what it's called, but the box front.
Oh yes,
vehicle, box truck vehicle, and I like this one. It's different. Also, usually with Devastator, all the limbs have to go in the same place. So, with some of the other combiners, you can switch legs to arms and
Scramble
arms.
City.
Scramble, yes. So this is different, that they have the legs actually being the arms and the arms being the legs. So that's kind of unique. I don't know if I like it or love it or whatever. It's just different. The part that gets me though is the chest with that field goal post on his chest. That throws me off. I mean, I know it's football season, go 49ers, but that is really throwing me off there. I wish it didn't stand straight up. I mean, again, we're used to it looking more like a wing across his chest. That part is a little weird to me. The way that the what we normally know as arms go on its legs, especially Scraphook, I believe his name is. It looks like there's some hollowness on the left leg and in the back. So that's kind of weird. So I wonder if there's like some support there, or if it's just kind of, you can put your finger through there. And I want to know what size this is. I would be in on this, even if it is over $50, depending on the size.
I will let you have that in your collection then, because this, unless they color it weird and it's not supposed to be Devastator and it's another Constructicon thing. Yeah, that would be perfect.
I do,
even if it wiggles like that.
So that looks better than this.
I will agree with you there. Yes. So let's talk about the Devastator that you were just talking about, which is Studio Cell. We got clear pictures now. So here they are. And honestly, I really like this Devastator. I think it looks great. It's stylized, but not too stylized. So here are all the figures. Here's the rest of them. And I've got to say that long haul is everything that it's everything I wanted that X-Transbots didn't give. X-Transbots is a little wimp. This one is a big, tough bruiser, which I would expect long haul to be. So, we'll see. Here are some of the alt modes. They're not too bad. Like, I know we said they were Cybertronian. They're Cybertronian, but not too Cybertronian, if that makes any sense. It's not like that double dealer alt mode that you are in love with, that MMC did. And Mixmaster is still in the back, and he's very sad, and he's a very blocky boy. And here's the combined mode, which, again, I think looks great. Will you be picking this up?
So with this one, I wish the chest wings were a little broader. And again, maybe this is all prototypes and
it does look like it's not finished on the chest area.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's going to get bigger, but it isn't finished.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping something plugs in on top of that. I see 2 holes there, so maybe something plugs in and clips. But that's kind of, I always think about Devastator with the bigger chest piece going across. The long haul really looks like the Cybertronian vehicle, but what I did notice is with that scrapper, the you can see that it is the whole leg piece of the in the alt mode. It is the whole leg piece in Devastator as well. So it looks like this is a all-in-one type of ordeal as well that we see from MMC.
Yeah, so I think this looks great. I just don't think I need another Devastator in my collection. I don't like Devastator being huge, and this thing is huge. I like him to be more medium-sized combiner, and I like other combiners such as like Bruticus or Predaking to like dwarf him. But that's just mine. He's the weakling of the bunch. But we'll see. If the figures are like $75 a pop, I could see myself getting it. But if there are any more, I don't think I'd be picking this up.
Gift set. Please be a gift set. Actually, I don't know. That might hurt.
What about this?
Oh, yeah. All in for it.
They did a great job with this. Head sculpt. This is the Studio Cell Primus. Seed, I believe they're calling it.
Yes.
And they did a great job with this head sculpt. Here it is next to the in planet mode, and it looks like it comes with a tiny Alpha Trion, or I guess ginormous, if that's supposed to be in scale to that planet. That thing would be just bigger than Metroplex. But I think this thing looks great. I just like the Unicron. I'm waiting for Cybertron colors.
I'm in on this. As soon as I saw this, I can't. Were we in Chicago or?
I don't remember.
Yeah, wherever we saw the release, I was in on this. I like the stand as well. It's Space Bridge-ish looking, so I really like that. I just think it's funny that the Devastator towers over him. So,
well, different scales.
that's the thing. It's like, completely different scales. So, if they were the same size, cool. But I mean, for Devastator to tower over, that it is a little different. But I'm still in on it regardless.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This thing does look great. Okay, lastly, this thing I thought would be of interest to you. This is Touch Toys Death Dragon, and it's a Touch Toys Trunks Poiter. I got the names mixed up. And this is a transformable Y20C. So you liked the other one with the crossbow, so I'm assuming you're going to be getting this too to have the whole set.
I don't know. This looks like the airplane from Rise of the Beast. I can't remember his
name. I knew you were going to say that. And they haven't shown off the alt mode, but I looked up pictures of what it's supposed to be, and it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see a video. I have to see some pictures. More pictures. I have to see some color, because that's all I keep thinking of, Rise of the Beast. And I don't want to think about Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be picking this up. I really don't like those feet, the chicken feet.
Yeah, I don't like the feet.
Yeah. So we'll see when it ends up in Bobby's collection. But this next one might. This is Touch Toys Death Dragon, and this is the transformable 055. So this is another ship combiner, or not combiner, another ship bot that's huge. Will you be picking this one up?
I love how it looked. The in alt mode, it looked, the stand it's on.
Isn't that so cool?
Looks like it might be going through ice, or icy waters or something like that. His name is going to be Titanic if that's the case. But I'm sorry. I like that staff, weapon. The head looks a little bit too small. We've talked about shoulders a lot on this. He definitely needs to work out with Magnus, and I mean, he looks like he's literally in an A stance, and he's shaped like an A. It's like everything just goes up, So, the price would have to be right on this. I do want to see some other side picks of that alt mode, but this, I wouldn't jump on this as fast as some of the other that are out there.
Makes sense. Oh, lastly, we've got this guy. This is TFC Toys Dark Savior, and we still got more. This is just the updates, the end of the updates, and this thing looks amazing. I cannot wait to get it in. To me, this looks better than the white version, but I'm still thinking about getting the white version. And here's the bot mode. It looks even better. You're gonna be buying 2 of these for each mode?
No, but I will be buying the black and the white one. So I guess I will have 2.
Technically. Yeah.
I agree though. This looks better than the white version, but it's more so because of I like the colors in this one better than the white version.
It also has like a shimmer to that, so the red and the blue that it doesn't seem like the white one has, but maybe that one's a prototype still.
Yeah. The white, it looks like a flat white. So
yeah,
this looks good. I love the wheels on them. So
the treads.
The treads, yes.
So let's get into the incoming. This is going to be rather quick. We've got MC Muscle Tarn, or Tan as they called them, limited edition. So this is a KO of Flame Toys. It should be coming out this month. So if you want that Flame Toys Tarn, go pick this up.
That face is scary.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Next, we've got MPH Studios, the Commander Optimus Prime. Again, coming out this month. I think you're picking this up. Am I correct?
I am. I just put a pre-order in last week.
Yep. So I think this looks great as well. It's just too small, and I'm interested to see when you get that trailer, all the things it can do.
Yes, that's why I picked this up, because of the trailer.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about what's recently released. First thing is the Earthspark, Grimlock, and Nightshade have been found in store. So if you want these guys, go pick them up. I know Bobby's looking for that Nightshade.
Just because you asked me to.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you. You can keep it when you pick it up. So this isn't really a thing of, like, it's new out, but at Ross, people have been citing the Velocitron collection, and they've even been seeing the Cosmos, which is, like, the one everybody was looking for and could never find. Cosmos is only $7.99. The Voyagers are $8.99, and Scourge is $16.99. This makes me think that they had boxes of this stuff in the back, and they never sold it because they forgot about it, and now they're out at Ross's. I will probably be checking my Ross's soon. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess I would need that Cosmos. I wouldn't mind picking him up for $7.99, but that Scourge would also be a steal for $16.99.
I would pick up the Scourge. I don't have it. I would pick up the Scourge. That's the only way I'll pick it up, and hopefully it'll be just like the Prowl and Ironhide set where I got for 70% off.
Yes, so let's move on. We've got this guy, which now that you're into Legends, you're picking up that MPH Optimus, and you got another figure that we're going to talk about at the end of this thing. You're going to be picking this guy up. I know you said you liked it. This is MechFans Toys MS-19E Flame Commander.
I think I am going to pick it up.
Oh my god. See, told you were the Legends collector here.
I think I am. I really do like it.
It looks great for what it is.
Yeah, I think I am going to pick it up.
Well, look forward to a review soon when that hits his mailbox. And next, we've got something that I know he's getting. So I guess they're calling this Blitzbolt from the Encourager Combiner team.
Encourager Combiner?
That's what they're calling the Combiner Encourager. At least in domestic sites.
That's terrible. That's like the Care Bear stare, you know.
Yeah. Blitzbolt, though, I think is a really cool name, and I probably will be stealing that for somebody else. But how excited are you for this?
I'm happy to be continuing on with the Encourager. Mine has shipped, so I will be looking forward to receiving it, and hopefully it looks better in hand with Megatron's blaster on his arm.
Yep, and I'll be looking forward to seeing that transformation video too.
Oh.
Next, we've got New Age's Denver, which is their Grimlock H44Y. Looks better than Hasbro's. I think we both agreed on that. I don't know why he's swimming, but sometimes Grimlock's got to swim. If this was Masterpiece scale, And I still think it needs more blue on the arms. It needs some more blue stripes on the arms, and then maybe I would pick it up. Maybe the back, more blue stripes. I know that's not what the original concept art showed, but it needs more, if you ask me.
I think if this was MP scale, I probably would pick it up.
Yeah, maybe that KO company will do it, since everybody and their brother's doing this color scheme after they did it at TFCon Chicago.
Yeah.
Now everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Or LA. No, it was LA.
LA. Yes.
LA, yeah. Okay. Lastly, we've got Dr. Woo Sandstorm. You're getting like 4 of these, or is it 3 of them? I don't remember. How excited are you for this?
Not really. Not that I'm excited. I'll be happy. Actually, I'll be happy to have a Sandstorm in my collection that looks like G1 Sandstorm-ish. So it'll be my first Dr. Woo figure. Maybe not my last. We'll see.
Yeah,
and you're getting one as well.
I am. The blue one, but I'm not getting it as Sandstorm. I'm getting it as a Minicon.
Yeah.
So I can, justify that. Honestly, the colors were just Arctic enough for me to throw it with my Cryotech display. So that's why I'm picking this up. I do think it looks good for what it is. So I'll be happy to have another little Minicon. I already got, 1 or 2 of them going on with them. So we'll be adding that to those ranks.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. That is the end. We finally reached everything. All of those the toy fairs and stuff really increased the news. Let us know what you think below. And Bobby, what else should they do?
Hey, I'm asking nicely. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification button. Please share the video and comment. Let us know what you think about us. If you love us, great. We love to hear it. If you hate us, subscribe anyway, and then leave us alone. I'm just playing. We welcome everybody. Let us know what we got right. Let us know what we got wrong. And I think I got everything right this time.
I think so too. So we're going to go with that. So we'll see you guys very soon, and you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes. Let us know if you're going to be at TFCon. Countdown's on. So all debates are won.